Good morning. How's everyone today? It's been a little while since my last video. This energy has been... Sorry, my nose. My nose itches a skosh. The energy for me has been a little wonky. But I can definitely tell the change with the moon energy and what's coming forward. And mainly what I wanted to come on and talk today about was trusting in ourselves. Pretty sure that's what I always talk about, but I get reminded often, and then I get the guidance from my team, and mainly just so everyone's aware, I mean, I work with Archangel Samuel and Charity, higher aspects of myself, and what the message I'm receiving right now is very throat chakra, heart, and not to allow anyone, I don't care who they are to you, to dim your light. We have this agreement within ourselves to be in this life. Past lives really don't matter. They really don't. It's fun. It's exciting to, check out what you were at in another timeline, essentially, because there's no time. But it's the being present right now. And is it fair to yourself if someone else is going through something, whether it be a parent, a sibling, a spouse, your child, coworker, your twin? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, because that's their journey. Doesn't matter what they are to you and what you hold on to them as a part of you, that their decisions, their experience should have any impact on your light. The most important thing is to be in that space of compassion and understanding and acceptance that if someone's choosing to make a decision or a choice at any given moment, doesn't matter what it is. Good morning, my sun. Oh, I love the sun. Hope you guys don't mind, but it's probably going to be in your eyes because I'm heading, it says southwest. Off to work I go. Let me see if maybe get some light codes. Maybe I'll get some light codes. What? But no, what I've been seeing is just a lot of, people in general that aren't maybe doing or saying or being how I would think, or what I think would be the best decision. But then once you look inside and realize that that's their choice, you can't make someone, it isn't our right. It isn't our right to make someone be a certain way to serve you. Because that's, and I hear a lot of people say, well, I'm trying to help them through this because blah, blah, blah. Okay? Well, when you hear even yourself talking to them and you're like, this is within me. Like, if they decide whatever they want to do, come back into center when you're giving advice, is all I got to say about that. Because is it advice that you're trying to give to yourself that you're not even paying attention to? Think about it. You know? So, the other part is prep yourself for some wild stuff to go on. And really look at it and feel it before you make a judgment. Try not to judge, but we are human. So, you know, it may happen. But if we think and feel it before we react, more than likely your reaction is not going to be the same as if you just felt it and bam, right back at them, or right back at yourself. Even if you're by yourself and you're observing something and you're like, I don't like that, it makes me feel this way, and this is what I'm going to say about this, etc., etc., etc. But if you come back into center and you're like, that feels silly or strange, I don't really dig it. Why don't you dig it? You know? Why? Well, because if we then give it an expectation, or, you know, play out the scenario that we think that may come from it, from that person doing something, we can automatically put that negative thought form on how something will be that hasn't even came yet. For example, I have a technician, one of my employees, that for the longest time had always had like splats at the mouth and acted crazy. But I, in my position, needed that technician to complete jobs for me to make my life easier and less hassle or stress. So I let that just go instead of probably addressing it way earlier. I did speak to him and say, is there something I can do to help? You know, what's been bothering you? But sometimes you can't even, you want to talk it through with someone in that present moment for them, that might be all that they need. But does that really change what's within them that they did not address? Why they had that complete freak out in the first place? Now, I've been off a couple days, and I got the phone call that this had happened again. And I was not there to talk him through it. So it got wild and not good at all. And he's no longer with us. But it happened on Monday. Well, what energy are we in right now? That flip, that really, you know, coming into that throat chakra of release and purging and standing in your truth, speaking your truth. Well, that's exactly what he did, but it didn't go over well with the other truth speakers. So ultimately, he just threw the towel in and said, I'm done. So I got that phone call. Now, my 3D mind of, money and work and fulfilling expectations of customers and, the ease of having that person to do the job that I needed to do, blah, 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 blah. I think you guys are getting this. That came in, but because I wasn't in that particular environment, I was actually laying in my pool, which we all know I completely dig, especially with my son, because I love my son. I was like, well, it is what it is. Actually pretty proud of the cat, because he's speaking his truth. He's not going to put up with that within him that's not happy, or that even when he speaks his truth, he's not fulfilled. So clearly, being in that place with us was not in alignment with him. So I was kind of like, kudos to you, man. I mean, do what you do. Yeah, is it going to suck for me? Sure. But would it suck more that someone is doing a job in an environment that they're not happy with just to essentially please me because I've asked him to do that? How many times do we do that on a daily basis? Whether it's our children, our spouses, our partners in light, you name it, look back at yourself in every moment in the present, now, not yesterday. You can look at that and realize what you learned from it, but you can't change it. All you can change is right now. So, I don't even have an ailment going to work right now, knowing that I'm probably going to be behind for the next however many weeks, because now I just took a workload that's meant for the amount of people that I had, and now I'm down 2 hands. Oh well. I feel that me being in support, even though he's gone and I'm not going to be able to see him again, me being in support of his energy within him to find happiness and stay in alignment with his self helps me. And I can see my day now from an open heart. And because I have appreciation for every soul, I'm not perfect. I don't have it at every moment, but it's getting easier and easier before I react to really see it for the broad spectrum, like whole picture, whether it's, because we're all a part of it, that's just a good reference because it affects my workplace. But it also affects my heart on like a deeper level, holding that space just to have compassion for somebody else and helping them just by sending them good wishes for their future. I hope you continue to, stay in your journey and have fun. And I just see a big, pretty white something. Oh, I love it. It's a bird. Don't know what kind of bird, but it was super white. Stay focused. But anyway, I wanted to give you all that reference mainly because you can turn that to anything. Your children, for example, they may say something or do something or behave a certain way that you could essentially automatically be like, don't do that, or don't say that, don't, because why? Because why? Well, because the outside of everyone might be frowned upon. That might be frowned upon for your son to say shit. It's not really a good reference, but it's still the same thing. Or how about this one? And this one I've kind of changed myself with my kids. I got a 15-year-old son and a 12-year-old daughter. You're going to go to college. You're going to get good grades. You're going to make a lot of money and have this job and do this and do that and blah, 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 blah. But mommy, I want to paint pictures and sing. Well, what's that going to do for you? That's the old energy, obviously, of myself. Before I really felt them, and they're serious. Like, I want to come from my heart and do what I want to do because it would be great. Epic. Splendid. I just want you to do what you do that makes you the happiest and the best version of yourself in this life. Now, here's just something to be aware of, children. You have things that you like, certain types of things. You like to travel. You like to do whatever. My son likes all these fancy, games and cars, and just has this reality that they like all of these nicer things. Well, they're not free. So I fully support being happy and doing what you love. But let's just make sure that we're having a realistic expectation for yourself. That's all I got to say about that. I don't love expectations, but when you're raising children, we got to do the best we can do to, be in full support of their happiness within themselves. Because once they roll out, this is how I am. Yes, I'm a Southern mother, and my kids will always have a place if they need it, but I'm not just going to be, you go off and do your thing, and here I'm going to fund you, and you make some rash no. You got to stand, and if you're going to be grown, you're grown. Okay? So that's just how I do things. But mainly because you don't learn any lessons by getting everything given to you and handed to you on a silver platter. I probably messed up this far, but at least they're semi-grown now and we can have real talk. Thank God, I'm in my new energy and awareness and sense of being within myself that I can be real with them. On a different level, and I think they do appreciate that. But in one sense, it's like, is it too freaking late? Because have I already set that programming within them that they have, that they have to do certain things? They don't have to do nothing. You want to manifest the crap out of all this whatever, knock yourself out. But that's the talk we're having now. But like I said, I can't sit here and dwell in what I did for, the first 8-9 years of their life before I had a clue about myself. Now, still, same thing goes. I can sit here and talk all this, do whatever you want, in a sense, but just be the best version of yourself, and you will just make yourself happy. Don't worry about letting down your mama, because I'm going to love you unconditionally regardless. But I don't bullshit them. I am not the fountain of money for the rest of your creation time. Like, it ain't that way, because it wasn't given to me. I've worked for every single thing that I have. So knock yourself out. Have a good time. But remember, being an adult is not always what it's cracked up to be. So enjoy the rest of your childhood while you still got a chance. Anyway, that was kind of a rant a little bit. But I think y'all get my gist. It doesn't matter who it is. If it's your child, if it's your coworker, if it's whatever, all these examples. We have to look back within ourselves and make sure that we're not pushing our beliefs or our feelings, thought forms, emotions, what is within us on other people, and what other people have that we're not taking that on as our own and allowing us to not be our truest best self. Okay? So I just think it's really important, because I believe we're going to get a lot of hot. I believe with this energy, or the moon frequency. I'm not real good at astrology. Sorry guys, I'm trying to. It's all good. Love the light. I'm not real good with that, but I know what I feel and I know what I perceive as the changes that are here now and that are in play, is that people are going to be speaking their truth and making action for whatever is to come for them. And we have to be in support that everything's working out the way it's supposed to, and everything will be fine. We can't physically control every situation. We can only pay attention and be present within ourselves for that growth within. And that growth within is going to help everyone else. Like, if we all do that for ourselves and really pay attention and stop trying to blast everything we believe onto other people, because you may have your best friend or your spouse, your partner in life, whatever, like, but sometimes the paths just aren't this, they're just not the same. Like, there might be one that, and you gotta stay on yours, because that's that sovereign right here. What the hell's going on? Where are they going? Who knows? What are you gonna do about it? You're gonna be like, no, come back, because. Well, they went that way for a reason, and it don't have nothing to do with you. You're affected by it, but they got to go figure out their own way. If they come back, well, by God, then they come back, and hallelujah. But you have already kept going on a different way. So, at what point you meet back up, nobody knows. But that's what we call surrender and faith and trusting in this game that we're playing or whatever. I hope that makes sense, but that's what this next 6 months is going to be about. And I just got my news flash, so let's roll. That's all I got to say. I mean, I'm just going to keep doing my work. Keep paying attention to how I feel and being present and trusting that the divine brings me what I need, who I need, and I'm not going to judge it. I can't, because Samuel told me just a little bit ago, everything outside of this present moment doesn't matter. Does not matter. Because this, right here, right now, is our best life. It's our most glorious, like, holiest. It's the best now. So, there's that saying, live your best life. Live your best life. I mean, we've been everything, but if we spend all of our time hunting down what we've been, and, well, who else am I? You're everyone. Because we are one. You're every angelic. You're every being. you can pull in whatever energy you want to. It doesn't matter. Release the labels. Release the expectation of what you want to have for a label. Because that's where we're like, ooh, that's cool. That's really cool. Well, it's only because we forgot it. It's not like we haven't been it, you know? So, but if we're present, we can pull in that energy from whomever that we've been, or I really don't give a flip about whatever. I just know that I get these really strong energy guidance through every moment of every situation if I pay attention. And it is me. It's my gut. It's my intuition. It's not outside of me. Like, it's not, you know, my higher self that's 4 blocks down the road on a microphone saying, hey, you, me, you over there. You should probably cry now. And you're crying because I don't know why. But what's it feel like to you? Which is me. No, it's right here. Even when you channel, when you, whatever, it's all in here. You're knowing, you're feeling, you're seeing, you're healing, you're alchemy, every single thing. Woo, my third eye is like, get it, girl. All of that is within here. So what does it change if you're like, oh, I found my Lyran aspect. Oh, I found my Andromedan. Oh, I found my ant being. Ooh, I loved being a giraffe. Which I loved being a giraffe. But what the hell does that have to do with right now? Because I can, like, walk long? I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, stay present. And deal with it. Grow with it. Be it. Love it. Honor it. Cherish it. And move on. Because in the next 5 seconds, it may be nothing. It may be something. It may be whatever it is. But who cares? Because it's going to be. But you can't focus on any other time but right now. Like right now, let's see. I'm having so much fun talking to y'all. I'm following a truck full of sticks. That's what I got to look at. And I'm in my happy land with my fairies that I always bring in when I'm in this space. So we're going to do that for a second. I love you guys too. You have a fabulous day. This place that I drive through, you guys might be able to see if you go, well, I don't know, because the sun and whatever, and I'm going to, not as fast as I would like, but I'm going to 61. But the trees are purple here. They're purple. And they're always purple. I don't care what way the sun's hitting, if it's raining, but like they're all pine trees. So they're, let me see if I can, let me see. Well, shoot, I don't know how to work this damn phone, but anyway, I was gonna flip you over, and let you see them, but the stalks, like it's stalks, the trunks, the base, whatever, it's, you know, the tallest tall, and they're just little itty bitty fellers, but they're always purple. And it's like a mauve, lavender, you know, I don't know, but I always feel my fairies there, and it makes me really happy inside. So anyway, I don't know what else to talk about. Love, okay? Love, love, love. Love what? Loving yourself. Loving yourself through this time, okay? Being patient and kind. And loving our vessel. they just said, remember to feel what you need food-wise. It might change a little bit. Kind of like, okay, and they look ridiculous because it's like they're putting on like spandex get-ups. And it's like you're preparing for a race or like a bike ride across the country or something wild. Like, they're telling me the next 6 months is going to be crazy. But we can't do anything but just be our best self. But if we're all our best self and being aware of everything within and not reacting like a bunch of monkeys, then all of us will be doing that, and it'll go so much better than it's even planned to go. So I think we can at least do our very best and try to do that. I think that'd be a good idea. But just love yourself. There's nothing else. And remember that when you stay in alignment with your highest light and your joy, we're going to learn our lessons, and we're going to have hiccups because we're trying to figure all this out. But if that is our intention, is to be the best version of ourselves in that present moment, we really won't allow ourselves to get willy-nilly and get out of the way. You know, like go really far off the path. And there's absolutely nothing wrong. They're telling me there's nothing wrong with taking some time for yourself. It doesn't matter what it is, but make sure it's for you and you enjoy it. So, like yesterday, I went random and got a massage before I went grocery shopping. My shoulders feel like somebody just ninja kicked me for like 7 days, but they're all loosey-goosey and feeling good. But it was a nice hour of just pure relaxation. Then I went into Dense Valley at the grocery store. But you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be like that. You don't have to spend any money. If you want to just go lay out in the grass and just feel the earth. Whatever it is for you. Like, I like to lay in the sun. Period. Exclamation point. You know, put a heart around it. Like, that's my jam. And I mean, really, I can find sun anywhere. Just look up. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I love it. So, I know this is a little bit random again, but I think it's needed. Oh my gosh, is it gonna be one of those hair days? Y'all, tell me how I should cut my hair, because I mean, something's gotta give here. I got about 34 seconds before I look like I stuck my finger in a light socket. But it doesn't matter what other people choose. It might hurt. They might say some hurtful things. They might not quite be who you thought they were. Don't matter. Because you got to love yourself and work through it. Because in a few minutes or tomorrow or 4 days or 5 years or 10 years, it'll all make sense. But we can't be who we're not. Okay? Alright, so I'm gonna give a blessing for today. Alrighty. Who would like to assist me? We're just going to call them the guides. Okay, and they're just telling me to let everyone know that everyone who will listen to this, that there is a piece of you here. Remember, before the blessing, if you have something that you would like to set your intention as, go ahead and do it now. Thank you. You guys are beautiful. Okay, I set my intention to have a beautiful, fun-loving day full of beautiful energy in support of my highest light, the best, most perfect growth from within, to be that vessel shining pure divine love for everyone that comes around me, every energy, every aspect of anything that comes around me, to be that, to just be that light that helps in any way that is needed for the highest light and highest love and highest growth of all parties involved. Please protect this blessing now. I do not give permission for any negative attachments, infringements, energies, anything that does not serve our highest light to be present. Oh, I feel my heart growing and growing and growing. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. En Eukleia, Naimikis, Nukote, Kremote. Iakatosh Nakia Maya no Okoya Isaish Inakaya Aishna Atorobai. You all are so beautiful. We appreciate each and every one of you. Always. Every moment. You're doing such a great job. Doesn't matter what you do. Doesn't matter who you are. There's only love. Miyako no tra siatekia shna ena kapuai. Miyako ya satatara miyakatara sanyutu. Heshne ekia yatara ya ano mo ukoya. Say enukumo kashna kiyatara masi achoya nea. Ami ekia ishna eitirabi. Neakia ush ar etke gotiat karamasai. Ne ikia no measo yeshne ekata etorobaka ayenaka. Send any energy that doesn't serve you straight through your crown. Bring it up and out. Clear it. Any thought form, any feeling of ache and pain, anything that is not, just doesn't feel that it's yours, or if it is yours, look at it and let it go. You have to let this energy flow. You have to keep it flowing. Keep it flowing, my beautiful, beautiful babies. Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you for that. Oh my gosh. Mietoro. Shinakia that I get yet to the Pishnaya. Nakia Chikinimaka Chinomakai. Nakia Toroaya. Asanimukwera. Brikitato Yashanamai. Get the food. Neka Inikiete in your Koyana. Ayakumone. Yashanakaya Turapaina. I Akia Ishna Akadoro. Okay, now they're being silly. Ayatorokudo. My Kitarishno Koreatara. I have a Karashinaki to the Pukan to get a Pororis and a Kuturais and I at Papa. Not Aishna. No, who is Ayatara Mazanitra? What to get the class? So good to get the gas. Yeah, to get the other. They're so excited. Okay, my Kishino Korea para Kishino Kreva. Oh my goodness sakes. Okay. Okay, so they want us to sing. So find your jam and let loose. Let loose. And let your inner elemental through. Because holy macaroni penguins, they are fun this morning. I don't know what I'm gonna do after this, but I'm probably gonna turn on some jams, go to town, you know, live my best life. Anyway, I love you. Bushel and a peck, and a hug around your neck. Okay? Smooches so big time for you, okay? Namaste. Everything's going to be great, okay? If y'all need me to talk to you to help you bring out whatever that is that's holding you back, because that's what I do. I don't do nothing for you. I do it with you because you are just as perfect and wonderful as anyone else. So my email is guidedlight444@gmail.com. Okie doke. And I'm on Facebook as Angela Rose. Smooches. Have a fabulous hump day. Mwah.